Trade shows are really important. A lot of times people look at them as the overall expense, that it's just a really super expensive thing to do. But there is essentially very few ways you can get that many people in your target market in one spot during one time. One of the most common questions we always get is, what's new? What's hot? Everyone wants to be giving away that fun item, that awesome thing that's going to drive people to their booth. And sometimes, that's not the most expensive thing. You don't have to break your budget and give away a really super expensive item, but you do want to pay attention to your audience, the event you're going to, the usefulness of the item. I mean, there is a place for things like beverage napkins at an event. However, giving away something that is longer lasting, that people will take home, maybe they'll set it on their desk, maybe they'll use it in the office or out in the field. Maybe it's not a brand new item, but it's an exclusive color, or it matches the event, or it matches your booth and it ties it all in. Things that may not seem fresh and new, like a mouse pad, for instance, is still something that people are using every single day. And maybe you just up your game a little bit and you don't do a plain one, but you do one that has plug-in ports on it, or you focus on something that brings it fresh and new, and it's something that you can talk about with the people that visit your booth. Because when they're coming in, all they want to do is see what's going on. So if you can bring them in and talk about something you're giving away, it gets the conversation going. And then you can talk about everything you do and tell them what you're doing and things like that. I think trade shows have changed over the last few years. People are very excited to be together and networking with people, so that element has remained the same and possibly stronger. However, I think there's also a part of the digital world that has really entered trade shows over the last few years, and that's not going away. I think there's a lot of advantage of utilizing that aspect of it, even when you're doing in-person trade shows. Most of the trade shows, the prep is what's the most important, because that's what's going to bring it all together when you are there for your few hours that you have to connect with these people. But if you take the time and you set up things like the online presence that most shows will allow you to have, either an entire online booth or just listings. You can direct your marketing information. You can have websites set up specifically for the trade show or the items that you're showing at the trade show. So it's something that they can take with them that may not be a printed marketing material, but a QR code that will remind them later to stop on by. And I think a lot of that is making changes over the years to incorporate both the in-person and virtual experience.